Hello there everybody, it's TechnoJock back with another vanilla Minecraft survival here for you. And back down at the spider spawner, and I've been doing a little bit of decoration. Not finished yet, but things are coming along. We've got a cow down here. It was a bit of an epic quest to lead her down here, but Bessie is all ensconced in her little bit through here, and I've done some stuff with some lighting. She's got some grass, and it's all looking rather nice in there for her. And we've got this emergency, excuse my adventure, we've got this emergency thing of milk, so should we get poisoned, we can quickly just, nice, do that. That is perfect, so we can just keep that there. Our really good sword, Bane of Arthropods 5, Sweeping Edge 3, Looting 3, and Mending, so that lives up here. And we've got an abundance of string and spider eyes. Not quite sure why we don't have any spiders. I can hear them in the background, but I've been doing a lot of work down here, so I think they're stuck in a corner, and they will respawn when, or those ones will despawn, and then we'll start getting them down here in a minute. What I am wanting to work on today, though, is this. This is going to be our elevation. I've just spotted, I've missed a bit. So I have dug down from up there and cleared out a good bit here. So what we're going to have is, we're going to have a water tower once I've cleaned this out a little bit. Let's go up there and replace that. I've got a bit of glass on me, so that's nice. I think there's only the one missing bit here. So we'll just go up and that, like that, perfect. And I should have a shovel on me, I do. And that's better. Right. So, actually, right, I'm just going to get rid of this sand. I've already got the magma block in there for this. So, in fact, I'm going to have to take that out of there, come to think of it, in a minute. But what I want to do is now pillar up and then drop our water in from the top. Got water on me, that should be good. Let's just head on up, get this done. So what I did was I just dug out to where I wanted the bottom of the elevator to be, took a note of the coordinates by pressing F3 and noting them down. They are over, I was going to point at the screen there, they're over on the left hand side of the screen, just at the top of the sort of second paragraph, if you will. There's the XYZ there, but the more handy one is the block underneath that, so it gives you the exact block that you're on. So then I went up to the top, found the same X and Z coordinates, and the rest, as they say, is history. So let's take our water, and oh no, do not do that. Do not do that. Right, okay, let's try that slightly differently, because the new water physics mean that you can waterlog blocks like that, so we don't want that. That's the level we want it at anyway, so that's fine. No. Okay. Let's just do like that just now. I don't want it... Oh, I've actually got the blocks that I want on me. I hadn't noticed. Good, good. Let's take those ones off, because it's going to be slightly different up here. We're going to change it up and have a very modern look at the top, rather than the brick that we've got at the bottom. So if we do that, that will be fine. And let's just get rid of our little tower, like so. And we'll decorate the inside of this as well, so everything will look lovely. But what we've got is, we've got stained white glass panes on the 4 blocks round about this tower, all the way up, and that's keeping this water tower from flowing over the edge. But we can go through this. Obviously, I'm going to hurt myself on the magma block, but that's all there. And to make the doorway, we've got 2 fence gates, like so. So that's keeping the water in at the front. We don't ever need to worry about opening and closing these, because they will just stay open. We've got no need to close them. Ah, there we go. The spiders have sorted themselves out now. Perfect. So this is going great just now. So that's our water tower, and that will allow us to go in and out quite happily. Let's get rid of this just now. Don't want that right at this moment. And if I put in, put in that block there, but I'll put in a sand, and let's get some kelp. So kelp allows us to make these into source blocks. These all need to be source blocks for what we're about to do to work. So we're going to be making bubble elevators up and down. And each of these blocks needs to be a source block for the bubbles to work. But by planting kelp, it turns each of these blocks from flowing water into source blocks. Now we could wait for it to grow, and that's all good, but I'm just going to swim up planting kelp as we go. And I should have enough on me, not quite full stack, but it should be enough. Perfect. Lovely. Excellent. Right. Let's make this look a little bit better here, and also mean we won't leap majestically off to our death. And then let's swim on down. Stick our head out so we don't drown, but we should be able to get to the bottom without any issue at all. And we could just leave it at that. You know, we could swim up and down like that, no bother at all. But that's no fun, is it? That's no fun. So what I want to do is, I want... Sure, I'm missing some, but it doesn't really matter. We can grow more kelp at some point. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish that I've got on me as well. So, next up, we want to be able to use that magma block and this soul sand. So, in bubble elevators, there's two things that make bubbles. We've got soul sand makes bubbles go up. And we've got magma, which makes bubbles go down. Therefore, we have something that will give us up and down elevators. All good. So, let's just demonstrate, shall we? So, there's our magma block, like so, and you can see the bubbles making their way down. Cool beans. And if we put in a soul sand, very quickly, bubbles go up. Perfect. So that's what we're wanting. And what we want is, we want to make some sort of thing that is going to allow us to swap them over automatically, quickly, and easily. Now, where are the things that... Ah, that's what I was looking for. So we will need a pressure plate, which I'm going to put there. I don't want to put it there, because if I do, it's going to affect that, which is just going to be annoying. So we need to have it there. So whenever we stand on this, it's going to swap the block over to... Or this one, we want it to swap over to the soul sand. Because if we're down here and step on this, then we need to be able to get up. Similarly, there will be a block at the top, pressure plate at the top, and we're going to press that, and it will swap out for the magma block at the bottom. Sensible? Seems so. So, right. We need to have... We will need to have the sticky piston there. Yeah, because we want to have the magma block there and the soul sand underneath it. Because if we've got the soul sand in underneath, then it means it doesn't matter if we jump into this and sink. We're not going to get a chance to sink down into the floor because it's going to scoot us all the way up. But if we're coming down the way, then we do actually need to be kind of level with the floor a little bit. But the problem is, whenever we move this into this block, it's going to destroy that water source block. So we're going to have a way of making water source blocks to either side of this. Or water source blocks in there. So if I do that, and then do that like a normal infinite water source. If I put water there, I think I've got a infinite water source up here. I do. And if I put that there, immediately this will become a water source block perfectly, and that, as you saw, made the bubble column, and you saw something go scooting up to the top. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And even if we make this piston go there, the water goes down the way. You're seeing the bubbles go down the way. It's destroyed the water source block, but even when we come out like that, then it reforms the water source block, and now we've got the bubble column going up. That is perfect. That's exactly what we want. So now, all we need to do is get this set up so that this will swap them over. And I also need to run wiring down from the roof there all the way down. So what I need to do is the wiring's going to be coming down this way. Now I've got two ways I can do that. I can do it with an observer chain down the way, or I can use redstone torches. And I'm not quite sure which I'm going to use. Let me think. Right, I've gone up to the top, and what I've done is, if you have a look down there, you can see right at the back there is the magma block, which means that's at the back of the elevator, so we're going to be walking into it this direction, which is ideal because our house is just over in that direction, which means we're going to be coming in from this direction. So we're going to be going over the pressure plate like that, which is great. Very happy with that. Let's grab some of these stone brick blocks. We'll use these to put redstone on up here for the moment. And it's going to go there. Ooh, no, I don't want it there, do I? No, I do not, because I want the wall to go down here. Right, okay, I'll need to shift things back a little by one block. So that's fine, that's not a bother. So we'll just go back like this, and then we're going to go like that. Cool. And it's going to go there. So it's going to be much like the one at the bottom. It's going to be a little bit further back, so that's fine. So I just want to double check, I don't have any redstone on me. That's annoying. So I want the redstone. The redstone needs to come down the back, I think on this side, because the wiring from the pressure plate down there is going down the left side of it. So I'll need to come down the right side with this one. That's fine. So the wall's going to come down here, like so. Yeah, like that. So we need to come down. Not there, not there. Basically here. This is where we need to come down. Right. So I need the redstone. Let's run over to the base, grab some redstone torches, and we're going to have to do that. And I'll grab the blocks that I normally use for putting redstone stuff onto the polished diorite, because it shows up nicely in that, and I'm not going to use it for anything else because it's ugly. And it shows that when I'm digging through things, if I see polished diorite, I know do not kill that block because it'll break something redstoney. So I want to make a bunch of torches, and I want a bunch of polished diorite. Cool beans. Let's get rid of some of that. That'll be fine. That as well. And I think I can get rid of those. And probably that. And that. Right. Sticks, please. Don't use the oak, use the birch, because silly thing. Right. Perfect. And then, like so. Nice one. Right. And then I can get rid of those extra ones. That'll be fine. Get rid of that as well. Nice. I think that's everything I need. I shouldn't need repeaters because we're not going to be going very far with this. Just as soon as we get to the first redstone torch, it's going to power it up, so that's fine. And we'll see how we get on. I maybe should have taken a redstone lamp to indicate this and when we get an idea of what's going on. But it should be okay here. Right, so we're going to have like so. Right, so we're going to have that over there. Perfect. So it's going to go like so. And like so. Oh, no. And then we're going to go down here. Cool. Right. I forgot the redstone. Again. Amazing. Alright, let's make this very easy on ourselves. Let's use observer blocks. So we don't need to worry about which way we're going with this tower. So I'm just going to dig down. Like so. Obviously not straight down because, well, that would be breaking the rules. And we'll get down pretty sharpish. I don't actually know which Y level I'm aiming for, so I'll need to just double check occasionally. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And are we through? Just about. Nice. There we go, that's perfect. So I just need basically to go up from here, and I need to... No, it's that one that we want. So I need to then go up with that, because that will be observing... Oh no, we need to go the other way. Need to go the other way because the observer block is going to be looking up the way, because it will be outputting down that way. Right, okay. That's fine. That's easy done. Right, so we need redstone there, observer above, but looking down. There we go. Yeah, that's how we want to do it. Okay, this should be relatively easy because I can just go like that, all the way up. And if I go again, that is already on there, and that's there. Let me just double check each time we go up. You see that's not on there, but it is now. I think I want to keep this open. This is going to cause lighting updates if I'm not careful. Maybe if I just put torches like that on each one. Yeah. Because I definitely don't want it to be causing lag, and redstone lighting up is ever a problem. So let me work my way up and put these down. Right, that's it all done in. You can see them going all the way up there, which is lovely, and it's all set up. Great. Happy with that. Right, the next thing is we need a thing called an RS or an RS latch, I think it is. Right, so we need probably to open this up a little bit more even. Because this takes up a little bit of an area, but needs must. Right. So what's going to happen is the signal is going to come down here and it's going to activate that redstone, and then it's going to come over and it's going to activate one side of this thing. Let's do it like this. Yeah. We come over and then we're going to have a redstone torch on that block. So what's going to happen is, have we got a button? Yes, we do. Right. When this signal comes down, it's going to activate this and give us a pulse, and it's going to briefly turn off this. Cool beans. Then we are going to have this come over into another block like that, also with the redstone torch, and then that is going to do that. So, what we have here is a system wherein, if we have a signal coming in on this side, this signal will now do this. Right, okay, let's see. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Let's just double check and get myself turned around a little bit. So, right. So this will go over here and activate and turn off this redstone torch. And let's start from the other side. This redstone torch is powering this line of redstone, which powers this block, which holds this redstone torch off. If we power this block, it will turn off this redstone torch. No. No. Why is that? Or do I need to power the line? I think I need to power the line. Or use a repeater. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. This has now been turned off by this, which turns off this, which stops this redstone torch from being powered, which means it can turn on, which means it turns this off. So if I press this button again, we need this like that. This should reset things. No. Or has it? Yeah, that's it. So if we press that, this bit turns on. This side is on. And any amount of clicking is not going to change that. There we go. This side will mean that that side turns on, this side turns off, and again, any amount of clicking is not going to change that. So that's what we want. So we want this pressure plate to retract this piston. So we want it off at this point. So that's exactly what we want. We want this side off just now. That's perfect. And then when this is on, or when that's touched up the top, then this side is on. No, that's... No. Why is that done like that? Because it's not going into that block properly. Is that it? There we go. That's it. That's it. Perfect. It's because it was not going into that block again. Right. So that is that. Let's get this over. So we've got our actually no, we'll want that back in there. Yeah, we'll go like that, like that. I maybe actually want to bring this down. Yeah. Let's bring this down. Because we're going to have it like that. And we want to bring this over. Like so. Yeah, like that. Then this is going to power that block, which is going to be like that. And then we're going to have the 2 redstone coming out of that into that, like that, like that, like that. Cool beans. And then like that. And then like that, I think. Now, I do want to keep the buttons on these things because I would like a way of resetting it and testing down here just now. So that's fine. But that's not what we want, because that's not an accurate test if I put it on that. Let's put it like that, and we'll put it like that. Cool. Right. Like that, and like that. Perfect. Down here, pick up that. Just double check before we do anything else. Yes, that powers nicely. Up like that. Then we've got that goes on like that. It's retracted. If we do like that, it locks on in that direction and stays extended. Let's try this. Perfect. And then upstairs, even more perfect. Right. Let's put that back in there like that. We can go like this. And we'll have a torch down here for lighting update protection. And then we're going to have similar there. Keep that there, that's fine. And then we will close this off. Like so. And then we can't do any more closing off because it will chop that signal. That's cool. Right, let's try it out. Let's run in. Scoot up. Nice. And walk out. Perfect. Let's press that. That's not working for some reason. That's irksome. It's going to be over here, isn't it? That signal. Okay, that was on. That was on. How irksome. Right, okay. Ow. I'm just checking to make sure all the bits I've got redstone on. They do. So that should be working. And let's see. Right. That needs to be a longer pulse. Yeah? Let's try that again. Yeah. Yeah, these are only like a half tick or something like that when they go. So, yeah, not enough to keep everything powered long enough. Okay, and... yeah, that's working perfectly. Excellent. And we just come out the bottom, and we can make it out before we actually land on the magma block, and that turns things over. This is working perfectly. Excellent. Very happy with that. And we just turn around and go through like that. Ah, that's excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. Now we can close things up. We're gonna do this, and that'll probably be okay. Right, let's tidy things up down here. Here we go then, folks. This is what I've created on the surface. Pretty simple, but nice and clean design. And, of course, we can head on down now. Remember, of course, to hold shift so you don't hurt yourself on the magma block. And here we go. Lots of lovely spiders waiting for me here. I am quite pleased with how this looks. Nice bit of variation on the floor. Got some texture and depth on the walls. Got a handy little enchanting setup through here. Even with a crafting bench nestled underneath there. We've got our loot chest and a way of flushing it out there. We've got our sword, we've got our milk, we've got Bessie in her little paddock. I am rather pleased with this. So, if you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It'll allow other people to find the video that little bit easier. If you haven't already, of course, do remember and subscribe. And, of course, check out all my friends in my featured channel section. Until the next time, folks, cheery bye and have a funs!